This is Dwayne from the Clock Nook. I am working on a Seth Thomas lyre movement out of a kitchen clock, and this is a movement that you've seen earlier in another video. They're just a really neat little old clock movement. And on this one, when I was putting it together, I noticed somebody had cleaned this before, and I noticed this little ring right here where this used to be. And that tells me that this has been adjusted and it's probably not going to be keeping time. So if you've been around clocks a little while, this is a timing machine. And what this machine does is it tells you how many beats an hour the clock is ticking. So you can put it on the middle one. And this mechanism that I have it in, this movement stand, you can get from Time Savers, or most all of your parts houses will have this. And you can adjust this, and you can hear it go out of time, go out of beat, uneven tick-tock. So these stands are kind of neat. You can run them right up into a beat where you have a nice even tick-tock. There's my nice even tick-tock. So that stand, I've got this set up and I can run this movement outside of the clock. So I need to figure out how many beats per hour this is supposed to be running. So I've already counted this. You see this little mark that I put on this tooth. I count that tooth in and out of the verge, and I have got that this is a 46 tooth escape wheel. Okay, so the escape wheel is the main wheel that I use. I've been doing it like this for years. In the front of this book will come with a time tracks machine if you want to get one of these. And it tells you how to, you can count all your teeth and all your pinion teeth and wheel teeth and add them all up and figure out how many beats per hour a particular clock is supposed to run. But if you go back here, a lot of people have already done this for you. So I'm going to go to the Seth Thomas section. Here's Sessions, and it starts Seth Thomas here, and the escape wheel column is right here. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to find one that's got 46 teeth in it. So there's none on this column. On this page it's got 46. This one, we go down through here. Here's a 46 tooth right here. We go over here, this says this is a Seth Thomas 8-day time only. So that's in a schoolhouse clock. This is out of a kitchen clock, so we know that's not it. So we drop on down here, there's another 46 tooth there. That's out of a shelf clock, which is a possibility. This 46 tooth is a Seth Thomas 8-day time and strike. 57.8 is stamped on the plate. So I look up here, I'm sorry, 57 and 5 and 7/8. I look right here and I see 5 and 7/8 stamped on the plate. So I have 5 and 7/8 stamped on the plate. This and that matches, so my movement needs to be 8,372 tick-tocks an hour. So I'm going to write that down. 8,372 beats an hour. So with that being said, I switch this over to timer. And then that's going to give me how many beats an hour that it is striking. I'm sorry, that it is ticking. So right now you see these numbers jumping all over the place. That's because it is on a 2-beat average. I need to up that average to about 30. It's got 46 teeth, so I need to be up somewhere close to where the escape wheel turns all the way around to get a good average. But I don't want to go up so high that it takes so long to get a number on here. So after I get my first number, after that, I think I went up to 26 or something like that. So every 13 beats, it'll give me a new number. So here I have 8266, 8267. I usually get 2 or 3 numbers out of that. So the third number is going to be 8267. So I'm running 8260 right now. So my hunch, I am running slow by about a little over 100 beats an hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise that up to that mark where it used to be. That's where somebody tried to clean it. We're going to let that go again, and I'm going to refresh that. I put it up to 38. So I got to let it beat 38 times, and then it'll give me a number. It'll give me an average. The higher the number on your screen, the closer the average will be. So we're beating 8,325. We're supposed to beat 8,372. So I'm still a little bit slow. I'm going to get a couple more numbers out of it. So I'm still a little bit slow. So we're going to raise that up some more. And we're going to see what that does. For time purposes, I'm going to get a lower average so it don't take so long to get the number. So there's 8,366, 8,399, 69. So you see how my numbers jump around. The lower the number, the more the numbers are going to jump around. This is what's called a gain. I can lower this down. We see this light flashing. I can lower this down until the light quits flashing. And you see the light still flashing. So I can lower that way down there, and then it picks up less vibration out of the movement and gives me a more accurate number. But also I have to make sure that that light flashes each time. So right now we're beating 8,300. There's a 70, a 59, 53. So my average is lower than 70. So I'm going to go ahead and raise that up a little bit more. Reset my number there. $8,350. I'm going to turn my gain up just a little bit more. 77. So see, I'm kind of in the neighborhood now. I went from 77 to 72, back to 77, 70. So now that I'm in the neighborhood, I'm going to put my average on up to about 40 again, maybe 50. Put my average back up there, and we'll see how close we are. And then with this, I'll have to adjust just a little bit more. But this will get me on these old clocks within 5 beats an hour. When you're working with a grandfather clock, one of the new movements, in a grandfather clock, you can get right pretty much on the button with them. So 8,383. That says we're running high. Let's see what the next number is going to give. But anyway, that's how we get an average. The older the clock, the more vibration you have in them, the more variables you'll have on your numbers. But right now it says I'm still running slow. So for the sake of the video, that's how we're going to adjust the clock. I'm going to adjust this a little bit more and get my average. I'm going to take my averages and write them down on a piece of paper and then average those out, and then that's where I will do my final adjustment. So again, it's Dwayne from the Clock Nook. If you have any questions, you can message me. Thanks for watching.